In this presentation, we will set up paid payroll within QuickBooks, starting a new company file, and then setting up the paid payroll process. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. Here we are in QuickBooks. We currently have no company open. If you have a company open, you can always go to the File drop-down and you can close the company. Or you can start from here and start a new company from scratch, or move forward if you already have the company set up. We're going to go through a process of setting up a company and then starting the payroll process. We'll set up just a mock company, a company with nothing in it. So we're going to go ahead and go to the File tab and we're going to say New Company. And we'll go through the setup options. I'm going to go to the quick setup and set it up with as minimal options as possible. This is just bare minimum what we need because we want to concentrate just on payroll. I'm going to skip this and just enter the minimum. I'm going to say it's going to be an S Corp, and I'm going to say it's going to be called Paid Payroll because it's a test document. I don't want any accounts other than the bare minimum, so I'm going to choose an industry and say none. And that'll mean no chart of accounts except just the bare minimum. I just want to look at payroll so we can concentrate just on payroll. And we'll say OK. And we'll do the same thing for, well, the business type then, we're going to say it's an S Corp. And that might sound confusing because an S Corp may sound a little confusing to some people, but that's because an S Corp sometimes has needs just for the one owner. So I want to keep it as an S Corp. Its payroll itself, for once it's set up, will be much the same no matter what type of, so if we're sole proprietors, to be similar to the LLP. It's just really what differs is, well, we won't get into what differs, but it'll be much the same in this format on the S Corp in terms of the different types of entities depending on for the payroll processing for the most part. So we're going to say OK, and then I'm just going to create the company. So we'll create the company. Once the company's created, it's going to try to give us a couple things that we may want, including payroll. But I'm going to close this for now, and then as if we just had the company open, there's different options. It's always going to give you some payroll options within QuickBooks because it wants you to purchase the added payroll. But we're going to close this for now and go into it in a different format. I'm going to close this out as well. Also note that QuickBooks didn't really tell me where I want to save the file. So if I have no idea where, just put the company file. I can go to the File tab here and say, where did you put that thing? And here's the location of it. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this. And now I've copied and pasted that into a Word document. So you can go, this is the mapping on your computer. So it's under the C drive, and this is where you can locate it. Copy and paste it or cut and paste it to where you want to put it. That's one of the downfalls of QuickBooks kind of quick setup process. Sometimes they don't ask you where you want to put the file. So then you can go find it and re-put it somewhere. Remember that if you do cut and paste the actual QuickBooks file, you're probably going to have to close. You will have to close the QuickBooks file in order to do so and then reopen it. Once we're in here, there's a bunch of different places where we can purchase the payroll. Again, you're probably going to get some pop-ups from time to time, and QuickBooks is going to say, hey, do you want to purchase payroll for the added purchase? And oftentimes it's worthwhile to do that depending on our payroll needs. We do want to consult on whether or not what type of payroll we should be working with. I would consult an accountant for that. So to do that, we could go up top to employees and go to payroll and turn on payroll here. And we also have some information down here where it says turn on payroll as well. So either of those will work. If we select those items, it will connect to the internet. So you need the internet connection to connect to and turn on the payroll, because you're going to have to pay for the payroll and download the options. Here's the payroll options. We have the 30-day free trial here, which is nice. We're going to go through the basic and enhanced and then the assistance. You can take a look and compare and contrast these items. We are going to take a look at the enhanced, and that's going to be the one that would be most recommended, most popular. So to sign this up, we'd go ahead and say, I want to try it for free. And then we would have hopefully those 30 days that we can take a look at it. If you were to set up the free trial, you would have to take a look and put in the credit card information, and you'd have to cancel it at some time if you wanted to do so. You could set up the annual plan or the monthly plan. You can work out which is the better option for you depending on your needs. Typically, of course, it will be cheaper to pay for an annual plan than the monthly plan. I'm going to go monthly just for the example here. Continue. Then of course we have the payment information. Note that we will be using the state of California for our example problem. So if you're following along with the example problem, we'd want California. Once you enter the required information into the payroll process, then you get this screen here and you can get started, or you can walk through the setup process. We're going to go through the setup process later, so we're going to say get started. Once you do so, if you go back to the home page, then you'll note what has been adjusted on the employee side of the home page. If you didn't set up payroll, there'd only be 2 icons. Once payroll is set up, you'll have multiple icons here. We'll have the enter the time, pay employees, pay liabilities, and process the payroll forms. When we first set up the payroll, we're going to get a warning saying that we should probably close and restart the programs to make sure everything has been updated properly. We're going to say OK and OK. And it says a new tax table and or updates to your payroll tax form have been installed on your computer. Click OK to read about the changes. This will then take us to the payroll wizard, which we're going to need in order to set up the process. I'm going to close it for now, however, and we're going to go back into setting up the payroll. Whether we set up the payroll manually or through a paid payroll, we probably want to go through that payroll setup process. We'll do that at a later presentation, and we'll do that. You can get there by going to the employees drop-down, payroll setup right here. So you're going to go to the employees drop-down and payroll setup, and that'll take you back to a wizard, which will help you to go through and set up the payroll in a step-by-step process. So I'm going to close this back out once again. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.